Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Oh Govinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Hare, Gauranga, Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Radha Radha, Radha Radha, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Bol, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Haribo, Haribo, hey, hey everybody, welcome to the party. We always have some kind of party here, man. It's always Thanksgiving, Christmas, Thanksgiving. It's always sometime because the sun, here it comes. Are you ready for it? Here it is. Oh man, there it is. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Go Ranga, go Ranga, go Ranga. Nitya, 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 Nityananda, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Nityananda, Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radha Radha, Radha Radha, Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna Krishna, Radha Radha, Krishna, Hare Hare, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Hare Hare. Gauranga, Gauranga. Yeah, 3 copyright songs. So we're gonna probably strike everything. That's okay. Who cares, right? Well, we always have some kind of excitement around here. Yeah, some kind of drama. All right, let's do a little japa. You can turn your microphones on and we'll chant a little japa here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. You put your microphones on. You have them on, or
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna
You see that picture Amy put up of herself? So solid. You see, like solid, man. Just like the spirit is like right there, man. She's a real trooper, man. She's gonna be. I can't wait till she comes out of the closet. She's gonna be a preacher,
Hare Krishna,
a real one, strong.
Hare Krishna,
Can't say our sangha doesn't bear fruit here. We get fruits, lots of juicy fruits. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And then you got Sama Sundari Dari lately. What's going on with that gal? It's a surprise, man. That's why it's always a surprise here. You never know. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what's kind of chocolate you're gonna get.
Forthcome. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna.
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Krishna Hare
Oh, Hare Krishna. Oh my
Hare
God.
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare.
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama.
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Rama, Rama,
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare. Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama.
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama.
Ram, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram
Rama
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, oh my
Krishna
Lord,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
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 Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Oh my
Krishna,
Lord Krishna, oh my Lord
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Rama, Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Oh my Lord Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Radhe, Radhe,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jai Jai.
Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri
Jai
Chaitanya
Shri Jai.
Nityananda.
Jai
Jaya Shri Advaita
Jai
Chandra Gaura Bhakta-vrinda.
Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrita.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Yes.
All glories to the assembled devotees. Shama-san, Shama-san. Almost sounds oriental, doesn't it? Shama-san.
Oriental exotic from Poland. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj and devotees.
Let's see here. So, Shama-san, what do you got? Want to read something? Let's look through that Prabhupada book again.
Guru Maharaj, I would love to. Please, can you hear me? Guru Maharaj, can you hear me? He cannot hear me.
Here it is.
Can you tell him, Lalita?
Do you hear Shama-san, Guru Maharaj? Do we hear her? We hear her. Do you hear her?
He doesn't hear you.
No, he doesn't hear anybody.
You can write in the private chat.
Yes, Tom, I'm doing this right now.
How about the Gopi, Volume 1, Chapter 21, Gopis Attracted by the Flute. Oh, I can't hear you. Yeah, there's something. What is going on with that? I should be hearing you through the headphones.
Hare Krishna, test
Wonder why
sound.
that is.
Hare Krishna,
Okay.
test sound. Hare Krishna, test sound.
Yeah. Okay, I hear you now. See, you're through the
Now?
speakers. Yeah. But
I
I
wanted
wanted
to
to.
see to
Did
say
you want to
that I
say?
would
Oh,
that
you
I
want to
would
say
love
something?
that I would love to please you and read, but I have to disappear in 15 minutes. Maybe Tom read
Oh.
today.
Okay. All right. So, what is it? Do you want to say something? Did you say? You want
That
to
I
speak?
have to go soon.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah. Is it? Don't. No. Yeah. It's none of this. You have to want to please me. That's a Vaidy thing. We don't know. Let's just go. You share. Go ahead. Share.
Share. What I can to share. So the days with Krishna are long. and full of realization, but I have the feeling that I said this yesterday. And he's speeding everything up. So it's really a lot of shifts in my reality, like complete change directions, complete big purification. So he did it today. This also, I cannot go in details because it's like my material private life. But it very surprised me. And there is also a fear. There is also like fear, but there is only fear when I think about this. But when I focus on him,
when you think about what now? Think about
about those new situation, about those problems.
the problems are what now? What are the problems? I missed a couple things.
Krishna shifted something.
He shifted
And my
something.
reality changed again in one day, completely another direction. And there is a fear, but fear is only when I focus on the situation. When I think, okay, what's now? Where, how? Then it's like, oh. But when I focus on Krishna,
it goes away. Yeah.
Goes away, and when I keep it, he
Yeah.
gives realization what to do.
Yeah. That's how it is. Yeah, boy, right on the beam. That's my experience too.
Booyah. So this is just a one thing, and I would appreciate to listen.
Okay. All right, I'll start reading, and then we'll have probably one of those two. We got two good readers there. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so the gopis attracted to the flute. Let's check this out. Krishna was very pleased. You know, I might do a little music here. I'm going to try that. Got a special thing here. Let's experiment. Hare Krishna. I even got a flute for the flute. Oops. Nope. Okay, so Krishna was very pleased with the atmosphere of the forest where the flowers bloomed and the bees and the drones hummed very jubilantly. Let's see here. While the birds and the trees and the branches were all looking very happy, Krishna tended the cows, accompanied by Sri Balaram, and the cowherd boys began to vibrate his transcendental flute. After hearing the vibration of the flute of Krishna, the gopis in Vrindavan remembered him and began to talk amongst themselves about how nicely Krishna was playing his flute. When the gopis were describing the sweet vibration of Krishna's flute, they also remembered their pastimes with him. Thus their minds became disturbed, and they were unable to describe completely the beautiful vibrations. While discussing the transcendental vibration, they remembered how Krishna dressed, decorated with a peacock feather on his head, just like a dancing actor, and with blue flowers pushed over his ear. His garments glowed with yellow gold, and he was garlanded with Vijayanti necklace. Dressed in such an attractive way, Krishna filled the holes of his flute with the nectar emanating from his lips. Isn't that amazing? It filled the holes of his flute, man. See? The holes, the mouth, the eyes, the ears. See? Yeah, filled all the holes. You know, the flute has all those holes, huh? See, with all that nectar, man, it kind of oozes out, and it comes in the ears and out of the mouth. Isn't it funny, the codes, man? I never saw that before. Today. It's like a surprise party every day, you know? Yeah. While discussing the transcendental vibration, they remembered also how Krishna dressed. Yeah. So they remembered him entering the forest of Vrindavan, which is always glorified by the footprints of Krishna and his companions. Vrindavan, Krishna was very expert in playing the flute, and the gopis were captivated by the sound vibration, which was not only attractive to them, but to all living entities, all living creatures who heard it. One of the gopis told her friends, "The highest perfection of the eyes is to see Krishna." See? And to see Krishna, how do you do that? See, tears. See, without the tears, you don't see Krishna. See, the highest perfection of the eyes, see Krishna. Otherwise, you're seeing him, but not seeing him. Isn't that the way it is? You know, the people say, "Oh, yeah, I see Krishna. You see the deity there." Yeah, well, where are the tears in your eyes? Oh, no, they got to have the tears. See, Lord Brahma said, you can see Krishna when the eyes are decorated with the salve of love. That's the tears of love, you know. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Nectar comes from the eyes. Oh, and from the nose, too. I forgot. See, another hole of the flute. No one, see, everything. It's got to have liquid from everything, you know. Krishna has to have his liquid. So do the devotees, man. No liquid, no nourishment. Yeah. Krishna was very expert in playing the flute, and the gopis were captivated by the sound vibration, which not only was attractive to them, but to all living creatures who heard it. See, people think attraction is, oh, I just really attracted you. Attraction is also aversion. Even psychology says, no, the psychologists know this. Attraction, aversion are the same. I remember, you know, when Sachi she had her first husband, you know, was this Damodar, you know, and Damodar, she was always kind of, you know, attracted to him, you know, and he was always adverse. Oh, I said, oh, they're going to get married, man, and they did. So even on that, you know, the marriage, at first he was, and then they ended up getting married. It's funny how that works, man. So that happens on the spirit level too. So that's the only way all living entities can be attracted to Krishna. See, otherwise, even see, when Krishna's devotees preach in this world, they're like the flutes in the world, and Krishna's energy, his transcendental potency is coming through that flute. So even on that level, people are attracted through the aversion. When you're contaminated, you hear that sound of Krishna's devotee, the instrument, you go against them usually. You know, because it's truth, man, and you're into illusion. You believe in illusion, right? Why would you be you know, you have to be adverse to it. Why would you? So that's how attraction shows up. See, that's why when Jesus said, those who hear when the Son of Man rises, Son of God, Son of Man, see, the Son rises in us. See, that's the Lord who rises in us. See, when the Lord rises in us, then people rise also. They rise rise to life. See, those are the ones who hear the message, like the Fannies and the Amys. They easily rise to life. They get it. See? And then others rise to condemnation. They condemn it. See, that's preaching. That's real preaching. That's where things get done and where people get saved. People get purified. Demons even get purified. Everybody gets, because that's how you get the real purification on this planet. Otherwise, there's nothing really pure in the whole universe. Nothing can purify you really but the transcendental potency. I mean, like real purification. That's what the teachings of Lord Caitanya are. It's about what is real purification. Real purification is a transcendental potency. That's why we basically poo-poo everything. Because, regulative devotion with regulative devotees who are not awakened yet with the transcendental potency, that's insignificant. Why are you wasting your time over there when this is here? See, when this is here, I can't say that. I don't need this music here. Don't need the music. Okay. Yeah. When this is not here, then all these things will go on. There's no real deliverance here. Everything's just piety. You go to church, you go and see the ministers. Most of them are hypocrites, and they're just in it for the money, and you think you're getting purified, but you're not really. Not much. See, practical. Krishna consciousness is very practical. Okay, well, let's see some more here. And the Balaram entering the forest and playing their flutes and tending the cows with their friends. I got all that, okay. Hare Krishna, okay. Persons who are constantly engaged in the transcendental meditation of seeing Krishna internally and externally by thinking of him playing the flute and entering the Vrindavan forest have really attained the perfection of samadhi. Persons who are constantly engaged in the transcendental meditation of seeing Krishna. See, it's a transcendental meditation of seeing Krishna. When you're chanting the holy name in ecstasy and the tears are coming, you're seeing Krishna. See, now you're getting purified. Putting out your material existence, the fire, it's not so hot anymore. See? So you see how that's a big boon for you there, Shama Sundari? The Lord switches things, so you start to think you can do it on your own, and you start figuring out the ways on the mental platform, and you get all nervous, and you start to lose the shelter, and then you start to think of Krishna and you feel at peace. I know that one. Krishna showed me that one too. It's great, man. And I realized, I said, well, I got no alternative. The Lord's cut off my thing because I don't want to be in anxiety. See, you're in anxiety when you're thinking that you can do it on your own. I just think about Krishna and hope for the best. I know it's going to be good because I feel good. I feel better. I feel clear. When I feel an anxiety, this is what the world does. They're feeling because they don't know how to connect with the transcendental potency. That is our work, how to connect with the transcendental potency. How to awaken your ability to do that. How to win souls back into that awakening. Then you become fearless. Then you're not trying to take shelter of some mundane means to erect shelters. Like Varnashram Dharma is also kind of let's see, I can organize everything in my life and do my propensities and everything. And you think you got shelter. Not much, not really. You're still going to take another birth because it's still material. You don't know what's spiritual. People got to know why Krishna descends to this world in all the incarnations. He's transcendental, man. Lord Ram is transcendental. Even Lord Shiva is transcendental when you know him properly. Lord Caitanya is transcendental, spiritual personality with spiritual qualities. See, you got to know why he comes here. He comes here to teach us what is spirit, what is matter. What do you think Jesus came here? He said, my words are spirit. His words are conclusive truth, more or less, after they've been cutting them, from the editors and all these motivated guys. I have to sit there, straighten everything out, man. People think I'm a lousy housekeeper. They have no idea. That's one of my hats, man. I'm a housekeeper also. I have to clean house. I have to clean all the Bibles and the Vedas and, all this stuff that people mess up. It's okay. I like to clean the house. Go ahead, mess up Prabhupada's books, you editors. We'll clean them up. No problem. It's fun, man. I like to play unscrabble. You scrabble Prabhupada's words and we'll unscrabble them. We play unscrabble here. We put everything back together properly. Right there? Yeah. Persons are constantly engaged in the transcendental meditation of seeing Krishna. That means we got to see a lot of tears, people. You peeps out there, we're testing every day. Professor Gohar is checking where are the tears. Are they? I want to make sure you're seeing Krishna a lot. I don't have to check Lalita Ganga. She's always she's a showcase. Tom, we got to check once in a while, make sure he's not too much in his head, And Shama Sundari, I don't know, man. She's doing pretty good right now. I think it's going to stay as long as she keeps turning to Krishna. He's training her. You see, isn't that amazing? It's an inner training. You see how you're communicating. You have a relationship with that Lord, man. It's amazing, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is him.
Yeah. Isn't this? We've got to bottle Krishna and sell him. This.
It feels better than butterflies when you fell in love.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta start as a dating service. That's what we got to do. We got to do computerized dating service, and we only have one mate for everybody, male or female. And we won't tell. We'll put Krishna in disguise. We'll put him and say, well, this is somebody else. But it'll actually be Krishna, And so we'll get everybody to date Krishna. And because we don't want them to get married. We like the affair thing, because that's the gopi thing, gopi bhav, the affair. So they can date Krishna and they can meet for coffee and stuff like that. You think that's a good idea, Lalita? We'll start a dating service for people, computer dating service. And Krishna will be the only man or woman for both sexes. And we won't tell them. We'll just tell them. We'll just get them attracted to Krishna. Yeah. So, persons who are constantly engaged in transcendental meditation on seeing Krishna internally and externally by thinking of him, playing the flute. Thinking of him playing the flute? Are you kidding? Why not be the flute? Yeah, what is it? Thinking of him. No, let's get this. Let's functional, right, Tom? We want functional. We're gonna make you the flutes here, man. You're gonna be played. Krishna's gonna play you. And tears are going to come. And if somebody else is being played by Krishna, tears will also come. You can also listen to the flute playing sometimes. That's why we're encouraging, get up there, Amy. Get up there. Let Krishna play you. Be his flute, man. See? Bring tears to people's eyes, and you'll do it if you get up there. Now see, Shamasuri Sundari stepping up to the plate now. See, Krishna's playing her now, and she's seeing Krishna more. Yeah. Playing the flute and entering Vrindavan forest. See, Vrindavan forest. See, playing the flute, entering Vrindavan forest. What is this here? We got something here. The Amy is the writing flute. That's true. Amy's the writing flute. She even said that. She said, "I like to write better, more than She said, yeah, that's okay. You could do that. Okay, I won't give you a hard time." I leave now. Love you a lot. We'll listen from Facebook. Okay, all right. Bye there, Shama-san. It's her day off. Let's let her do whatever she wants. It's her day off. Yeah. See, entering the Vrindavan forest. See, the Vrindavan forest are the pastimes of the Lord, right? That's where they go on. We enter the forest. You have to enter the Vrindavan forest. You have to enter Govardhan Hill. Yeah, how do we do that? By mantra, we discuss the pastimes of Krishna, talk about him, chant his name. See, we enter Vrindavan forest. See, all the bees are singing the song. See, that's Rupa Goswami. See, these are the Vrindavan forests of the devotees glorifying. They create the forest, man. Krishna Das Kaviraj creating the Vrindavan. He's in there. He's singing his songs. We go in that forest, and we got Rupa Goswami and Prabhupada and all these. See, the Vrindavan forest. We enter in. Beautiful place to enter in. Have really attained the perfection of samadhi. Samadhi, trance, yes. See, the samadhi, there's the Mayavadi samadhi. They go into some trance, it's kind of a Brahman thing, the eyes roll back and they're just, see, the samadhi devotees they see by chanting the Lord's pastimes and name, you enter the samadhi of being in the Lord. It's a loving samadhi, a relationship samadhi. Very intense, very juicy, very nectarian. And it grows. See, the samadhi grows. Yeah. That's what Tom was just talking to me about. Being in the Vrindavan forest. Yeah, we just pick up the books, man. And we enter it's like you're going on to there you see, you're looking at a tree, and they're singing the glories, the flowers and the trees and the branches. See, the birds and the branches singing the glories of Krishna. See, that's when we pick up these books. That's by mantra, Vrindavan Forest Kriya. How else could you go into that forest? You know how many people go to Vrindavan Forest? A lot of dacoits go in there. You think they just go in there to rob people. You're not thinking that, this is more going into Vrindavan Forest. See, this is how you get attracted to the real Vrindavan Forest. Now the Vrindavan Forest, what's in the Vrindavan Forest? Oh yeah, people are building condos and selling you condos. Yeah. A lot of Vrijavasis, they're selling you condos and they don't seem so attached to Krishna. I mean, it's just who knows who they are now. It's Kali Yuga. Yeah. Wild bird, yes. Yeah. And the gopis indicate that the pastimes of Krishna are the perfection of all meditation and samadhi. I love that. That is so conclusive, so true. This is why we say, come on, man, come here. We'll get you into Krishna. You know how people say, are you into her? Are you into him? Yeah, I'm really into her. I'm really into him. We'll get you into Krishna. He'll be like your boyfriend, man. Really, a boyfriend. Girlfriend, boyfriend. He's transgender. You know, you can't tell exactly. It doesn't matter. You'll be into him. He'll be into you. You'll love him, man. You'll be bonded by that transcendental love, the transcendental mellows. See, mellows of a relationship with Lord Krishna. That'll be your strong bond forever. You'll just get tighter. You know, just like you cultivate this relationship with the world and the modes of nature, the rope gets stronger, right? Well, hey, man, you come here. This is going to get stronger and stronger in your life. You're going to get more and more bonded. You're putting real transcendental money in your bank account, man. You're becoming more and more wealthy here, the more attached you get. Can you see that, Lalita? How the more attached you get, the more wealth you've got? You know, the more you can feel this is the real treasure, the more you realize it, the more power you get to share it with others. And then the treasure increases when you magnanimously share, because that's now you're a real servant of Lord Caitanya. He has the quality of magnanimity. Don't tell me being no shows now is that, hey man, I'm looking, everybody should be going, where is a servant of Lord Caitanya? I mean, a real intimate, confidential servant of Lord Caitanya. That should be on everybody's mind if you call yourself Vaishnava. Because if you find a real servant, transcendentally situated servant of Lord Caitanya, who is distributing this gift, then you found real magnanimity, God's magnanimity on this planet. But if you go to somebody who's just a guru or a teacher, say a Vaishnava teacher or a guru, spiritual master, and they're not giving you that magnanimity of becoming attached in this life or in this moment, in this week or in this month, or at least 6 months, where you could see some people getting the desired result of Krishna prema, bonded with the Lord increasing, then you should leave that place and go where it is. Why? Because it's available here now. We're preaching it. We're pushing it into the world, pushing Krishna into the world, walking into you, into your life, like a little child, waddles right into your body. And then you know what real happiness is. Otherwise, nobody knows. Big mystery. What is real happiness? Aha, he's awesome. The best preacher on the planet. Yeah. This is just being played by Krishna. This is the verse, right? If you're being played by Krishna, people who are actually devotees, they'll recognize it and they enjoy that song. See, that's, if we're not creating Vrindavan here where a flute is being played and you're enjoying that sound and discussing it like here and everything, you didn't find the real Vrindavan, the new Vrindavan yet. But it's here. See, all these qualities I'm reading are right here. And we're just, manifested in them. The Lord is manifesting on the planet. We actually are praying. Actual, real prayer. People come here, the real prayer of Jesus is more here than in a lot of places I've seen. Thy will be done. Thy Vrindavan will be done on earth as it is in Vrindavan, as it is in Mayapur. When the Lord was here as Lord Caitanya, that will, that ecstasy, that bliss, that relationship, that prema bhakti, that will is here now. Wake up, Jeev Jago. Is that too blunt? Should I have been more discreet? less aggressive, maybe too aggressive. I can't help it, man. I got no notes book here. I got no script, no notebook, no note. Those notes on the to read when you're playing the flute. I don't know if I'm playing or Krishna's playing. I have no idea. It's just manifesting. Like either he's playing, I'm playing, or we're both of us. Who knows? Who the heck knows? Who cares, man? Spontaneous. Yeah. Yeah, I love this. It's so beautiful. And the gopis indicate that the pastimes of Krishna are the perfection of all meditation and samadhi. There you go, man. The perfection of anything. That's why, Jesus said, everything you're doing, your meditations, your regulate, your fastings, your rules, your regulations, your regulative devotional service, you're going to see the deity and getting eye exercise, is all leading to coming through the door, the devotee empowered, the anointed, devotee appointed, anointed, the flute player, the one being played by Krishna, playing that flute in the world. See, and then you found the perfection of meditation, the perfection of following Eckhart Tolle like guys for 10,000 lifetimes. The perfection of meditation as the pastimes of the Lord, to meditate on those and being in that samadhi, that trance, that relationship. There ain't anything beyond that. It's only deep, 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 and deeper forever. You don't see Narada Muni changing his path, do you? He's been Narayan, never gets bored. Look at Lalita, Hare Krishna, never getting bored. That's the symptom of attachment. But I'll tell you, man, I bet there are a lot of gurus who don't chant really much. Don't care about it. I tell you, be honest with you. I go and I look at these Charya Dev's classes. No real chant. I mean, I never see much chanting going on there. I don't know, just a lot of, like lectures and intellectual talking, and all that. But where's the relish of the name? That's what it's all about. How do you power up without going deep in the name and the name going deep in you? Without the empowerment, you can't really preach much. Not very effectively. You got to be deep in the Lord. The Lord has to be deep in you. See, and now we got some flute playing that makes an impression. Samadhi, trance, means absorption of all activities of the senses on a particular object. So there's two. A lot of people try to do it by force, okay, instead of by like spontaneous attraction. That you also have to practice there. But if you get the attraction, like you come here and you get the spark, you get bhakti lata bees, you get the empowerment, then it's easier to be absorbed. Otherwise, you're still trying to attain that absorption, and you don't even know it's about getting bhakti lata beads. You know how many people you can ask Vaishnavas, what is it about, what's bhakti lata beads? And they'll look at you like, we don't know. What, your guru never told you? Of course not. They don't know themselves, as far as I can see. That is the most important thing to be preached now. Why? Because we have it. And without it, it would just be, I would have to try to convince everybody, well, listen, you're going to go to hell if you don't follow the rules and you don't come to the ceremonies. That's not, you got to worship God like this. put the fear of God in you, fear, to try to keep you going. And then after you think, I don't know, this is really hard, don't will get you a wife. Keep you in the game there. That's what they were doing when I was in the ISKCON. They get you a wife. They want to get you a wife, Keep you interested, keep you around, Otherwise, yeah. See, here, you come here. What happens very quickly? We get you a wife or a husband. There's only one, wife or husband. It's Krishna. It's the Lord. You come here, we'll get you a wife right away, as fast as possible. Husband or wife, we'll get you both. You come here, we'll get you. But this is a transcendental situation. This one won't leave you. Now, you know how many devotees' wives and husbands, they break up? Here also, the husband and wives always getting together and they break up. What's Krishna telling us? He's the best. That's why I gave up on that, man. Let me romance the stone. The shalagram, man. Let me romance the stone. It's actually a movie called Romancing the Stone. It's an adventure movie, adventure movie. Well, that's what it is. When you're romancing Krishna, it's an adventure, man. What does Krishna say in Bhagavad Gita? I am adventure. You don't think you're going to go on adventures? This is an adventure. I think this is, I don't even have to leave my room much, just go for a walk and come back. The real adventure begins. Wow, we have so many people here today. We must be becoming effective in our preaching here. 21 people during the day. That's pretty good. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Everybody feels, Amy says, everybody feels increasingly here. Everyone who is intimately involved here talks about that. Because this is a vibrant Krishna in the word. Yeah, I tell you, man, we got, anyway, this is what the people need to see is the devotees were vibrant. Even back then, the vibration, vibrant, the high frequency, high vibration is going to be vibrant, vibrant, vivacious, beautiful, energetic. See, pastimes of Krishna spoken by those attached to Krishna are a lot of energy in that potency. And that's why you see people say, oh, wow, your words, they get me drunk and all that stuff. See, because there's potency in discussions of Krishna when they're from your heart and you really like Krishna, you really love Krishna. See? To the point of you speak about him, it makes an impact. See, this is what if you're looking for the path, it's the devotee, man. I'm just here to tell you, just shout it from the rooftops now. All your rules, regulations, and whatever path you're doing, I don't care what it is leading here. Oh, Gohari, that's really egotistical. Well, it's just the truth. And if you find another devotee association that have the symptoms of prema like here, okay. But good luck. Let us know if you find and analyze. Because a lot of people say, oh, this person is a prema bhakta, this is this. And upon analysis, I said, no, they're a no-show. Often they say, oh, yeah, we've got it. Yes, but we don't show. It's too confidential. Yeah. Okay. You're not in the mood of Lord Caitanya, which is the only meaning of spiritual advancement. I don't care. If you're just a devotee of Radha and Krishna and you're Mr. Secret or Mrs. Secret and a no-show, well, we don't show what real devotion is. You're not in the real picture. You're not in the real movie. You're not in Radha and Krishna's movie. Radha and Krishna came as Lord Caitanya to get us attracted to the Lord. And I'll accept you if you're magnanimous and munificent and merciful enough to manifest Krishna prema to the point of other people getting it. Then I'll say, this person is a real devotee. This person is a real door. Otherwise, step aside, man, because we got work to do. We're here to deliver thousands or millions of devotees. We have the authority. I don't care. You guys can squawk all you want there in Vaidhi land and not believe and disbelieve and all that, but you got no power, man. You got no potency. See? You're just a servant of the modes of nature and even goodness. That's nothing to me. What? Mode of goodness, varnashram, dharma, and rules, regulative devotion, that is nothing. I push that aside, man. All devotees of Lord Caitanya push that aside, and they push the real preaching. Transcendental preaching, Shuddha Bhakti preaching. That's what delivers you. And man, do we got Shuddha Bhakti preaching here. We have Prema Bhakti preaching here. Prema Bhakti conceptions. Am I not telling you Prema Bhakti conceptions? Am I not even distinguishing that as the highest truth? More than even the Bhagavatam does. From what? Vaidhi Bhakti, Varnashram Dharma. I'm telling you the truth that even Vedavyas was unhappy if he spent his whole life writing books about Varnashram Dharma, preaching Varnashram Dharma, and even preaching about liberation, and his heart was unhappy. See? So he didn't feel he fulfilled the real mission of the Lord. Because Krishna is not happy. Krishna's transcendental. He's always pushing everything to the transcendental platform so he can get some real playmates. Otherwise, he's sitting bored. You bore him in there, Varna. You stay there. Okay, he got you started, man. Yeah, but he don't want you to die in that if something can be done. He wanted to push you into a transcendental relationship with him. That's why I'm a bit pushy. Don't push me, and Gauri keeps pushing. The Lord's very eager for this relationship, you know. This is... Aman says, there is so much ecstatic life in his amazing words. I'm just, playing the flute. Or Krishna's playing the flute. Or I'm playing the flute. I don't know. Who cares? Just let the flute playing go on. You didn't know if you become a real devotee, then the Lord puts a flute in your hand. Isn't that interesting? You notice that in the pastimes that people get flutes. The cowherd boys all got flutes, man. Even when Lord Caitanya was here, Nityananda's followers, they all had flutes. What's that saying, man? They also play the flute. Krishna plays the flute, and they play the flute. That's intimacy, man. How would you like to be so intimate with the Lord, man? Like that. Share the same heart. Man, that's more intimate than sharing the same bedroom with somebody. Skin to skin. Heart to heart is better than skin to skin, man. This is the problem. People are skin to skin in this world and they think this is love. This is union, skin to skin, right? No, it's heart to heart. Heart to heart conversations, these people say like that. That's with Krishna, it's heart to heart. Not skin to skin. That's a body thing. That ain't you. That ain't the other person you having skin to skin. You're both an illusion, both drowning in Maya, man. You got to come here. We'll give you heart-to-heart conversations with the Lord. You see, Shama Sundari, she's beginning to have now heart-to-hearts conversation. Look, get a lot of energy from that. more happiness. What else we got here? More. See, greedy gopi. That's what, see, become like that. That's the transformation. Become greedy girl. Greedy girl, gopi. You want more Krishna, more. Spot and encore. Boy, what a great family we have. With all your faults and everybody's faults, it's a great family. If you see the person, I tell you, this is the real standard. This is how you stay happy. Is no matter how many faults, and there could be so many, really, like, devotees here could be like, have some real stuff. But if they're dedicated to Guru and Krishna and they're just sticking it out no matter what, they're perfect associating. Krishna will, he'll help you get through your stuff so you can understand that is the standard. That's why Jesus never turned anybody away that really was into him, into his teachings. He didn't see, Matthew was a tax collector, had terrible qualities. You know how tax collectors are, mundane, material. Anybody in the political, it's just all contaminated, very mundane. But Jesus said, but somehow or other, he likes me. He wants to be with me. He wants to even drop everything and follow me. My goodness. But all those bad, don't worry about that. See, look from that standard, Bhaktivinoda taught that. He said, if a person's a devotee, even though they may have all kinds of bad qualities. See, this is Bhaktivinoda preaching that most people don't understand. Look, 23 people. Ooh, where are they coming from today? This is daytime. Getting more than I get in the early morning hours. Amy Rose says, one thing that is definitely consistent about this Sangha, it's never boring. There is literally never a dull moment. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Otherwise, why would we come back again and again? Krishna makes it interesting because he's interesting. We're interested in him and he's interested in us because we're interested in him and because he's interesting to talk about and he's interesting to us to talk about. Therefore, he likes to be around people who like him. I mean, don't we like to be around people that like us? Do you like to be around people that hate you? See? But people don't know what it is to like Krishna. They think you go to the people getting eye exercise, which is most of Vaidhi Bhakti. They go to the temples and going, oh, Lord, you're so beautiful. You think that's it? That's something. But the Lord wants more than that. He said, I want more of a relationship. But you're going to have to come to my more intimate devotees. There's no other way. No other practical, functional way to come closer to me. You have to come close to my devotees who manifest me, manifest not the false ego me, manifest the big me in the sky. The stairway to heaven, The big me in the sky is this ecstatic Lord, ecstatic juice in this world. Okay, here you go. You see Vrindavan. Vrindavan is a person manifesting prema bhakti and bliss and truth. See? Conclusive understanding. See, that's Krishna. See, that's the Word of God. See, the Word of God describes his beautiful hourglass figure. See, it's a 10. That's the as it is conception of the absolute truth. You got to make a perfect 10, But you have to be powered to do it. You got to be a flute. One that Krishna chooses. He doesn't just play any flutes. Well, he plays all flutes. Everybody's a flute for him. You're a flute for Krishna in the modes of nature. You could be in the mode of ignorance and be a motivated minister or a temple, like a spiritual teacher or a guru even. and Krishna's playing you. But is your song, that is the song that's being played, is it a transcendental song? See, if it's a transcendental song, people will have spiritual experience. They will get purified really quickly. They will begin to taste what is eternal and spiritual forever. This is great, man. I'm just practicing my flute playing. Just kind of letting it go, man. Just, That's why you guys are going to love it when you start getting up here, man. You're going to just practice your flute playing. Of course, Krishna's playing you, but it doesn't matter. You think you're playing him, and you're playing the flute, and you're speaking. Things are coming downloaded and all that stuff. You think, oh, I'm doing it. For a while, you may think that, and then you see, oh, okay, and see how it really works. Lalita says, intellectual talks about books they cannot understand. Yeah, I mean, see, that's you got to get a bit bored with that. I realize, is there something deeper than an intellectual grasp of the Vedas? See, the Lord, and through the Lord's devotee, he preaches and teaches conclusive truth. See, conclusive, very, very, the essence of all truth. The essence of all truth is not varnashram dharma. The essence of all truth is not regulative devotional service. These are steps. The essence of the truth that Lord Caitanya wants people to know in this world, at this time, in this life, is prema bhakti, devotion, needs to awaken in the hearts of devotees so that they can be real devotees and they can be really truly saved. Because once this devotion awakens, then the Lord is attracted to your heart, and that means you'll understand. See, when you look at the scriptures, you'll understand them because the real Krishna appears because of your bhakti awakened. See, then you become the love of God personified. See, the love of God in person. That's what it's about. See, the love of God in person. You love the as it is truth. You don't love speculations. You don't love religious speculation. The Lord used to get angry when he heard things that were opposed to the conclusive vision of the revealed scriptures. Very angry. He didn't like it because it doesn't liberate people. It misleads them. You think these gurus who don't have conclusive understanding of the Vedas, why? Because they don't have prema bhakti. It's just normal and natural that they won't be conclusive. That's why Prabhupada said such devotees cannot help you very well. Maybe a little bit, get you going a little bit. But you can't, you want to be delivered? I don't know. You're coming to Krishna, you might as well be delivered in this life if it's available, and it's available. It's on the menu, it's on the shelves. Our shelves are stocked with one product here, Prema Bhakti. Only one product. It's so good. It can be used for everything. It is so universal. It's perfectly applicable to you lizards out there, you lizard leaders, bewildering the world if that's what you are. You aliens could benefit from Prema Bhakti. Fauci, you can take it. Yeah, this will be good for you. Good medicine, man. You don't have to take any fake shots. Fake because he didn't really take anything. You think these guys, they're liars and I'm sorry. The cat's out of the bag, man. You guys, we know most people are going to know your game anyway. This is God's thing. He wants people to become more and more aware that Maya cannot save you. Advaita Bhakti cannot save you. Religion and religious Vaishnavas cannot save you. An empowered devotee, empowered with bhakti, will save you. Save your butt in this world. Push you right into the kingdom of God. What else we got here? What do we got here? I caught that Bhakti Ladi Bij. Bhakti Ladi Bij. Bhakti Ladi Bij. Yes, I caught it. From this group. That's for sure. You catch it like a virus, you know. Bhakti-tam, to eat or not to eat? That's the question, yes. We hook you up. Exactly, we're here to hook you, hook people up. Hook them in and hook them up. Krishna wants to eat the bread of life, and you're it. He wants to make, butter you up so he can have a feast. You thought you were going to eat Krishna. No, it's not exactly like that. That's just the bait. No, Krishna wants to eat you. Isn't he the supreme enjoyer or what? What is the meaning? He's eating the devotee. We thought we were eating him. No, he's just buttering everybody up. That's all we're doing here is buttering everybody up so he can enjoy the bread. He's the supreme enjoyer, right? They seduce you with a wife or a husband. Yeah, you got to keep people interested somehow, man. If you on the material level, you got to offer them something, something there that interests them. That's why I don't like being tricked by people who say, "Oh yeah, I really want bhakti, yeah," and they actually want something material. They're just tricky. Yeah, they're tricky. I even get tricked sometimes. Yeah, it's okay. We'll get them in the long run. Go ahead, Tom. What?
Well, when it doesn't work with one bait, then they are easy to try another one. Like fishing. They are fishing. Oh, this doesn't work. Let's try another experiment. Let's try to force them. Let's try to seduce them. They have a big head and they are pulling out a lot of rabbits out of it. They just trial and error.
Yeah. There's no they. It's just it's the dark shadow using everybody. They're all just servants. So it's great because we're serving the transcendental potency now. See, we're serving Krishna's transcendental potency, and Maya is using demigods and demons. So we got our place. It's nice to have a place, matter of fact, Kahil Chabram says that's why the purification is so heavy here. He said, if you, this is the sign to find true love. That's why I always love that. I got to read it again sometime, maybe soon, maybe today. Let's see. That poem on love is so perfect, man. If love finds you worthy, it will direct your course. Like Shama Sundari, you see? The Lord has made directing her course. When she's off course, he puts her on, shows her, oh, you want to go that course? You're not going to be happy. Better, see, the love finds you where it directs your course.
Yeah, the lessons from Maya, they come very fast.
Oh, yeah.
The lessons from Maya, they come very fast. Very fast.
Yeah. What do we got? Romancing the Shiva Lingam. Well, not exactly like that. Replying to Bhakti Tam, focus, take distance. Okay. Amy says, it's all in one here. It's worth the price of the ticket, especially considering the ticket is free. Yeah, the price of the ticket is all just, is to get rid of your miseries here, so that you can be into Krishna and Krishna in you consistently, and let go of the other thing, that just causes so much misery, the conditioning. More and more it happens. Just keep, relishing intimacy and all that with the Lord. Like sometimes people, they got some qualities that are really hard to take, and even in our Sangha, you want to keep a distance. So just be satisfied, just keep relishing bhakti and all that, and it'll all work out. Gradually, you'll come closer. It's just a purification thing, Some of the stuff that people have here, the condition is intense. So you got to be a little bit gentle with yourself, and not everybody can take all that conditioning. Oh, you guys pop in here today. Really, lift a stone. Oh yeah, I'm going to go to the end. There's so many comments. I'm like, I'm in the back. I love when Gohari shouts like that. You're making progress. Some people, they say, well, I'm going to leave. When you shout like that, I go off, You see, it's mundane. The mundane person, they don't like it. But there's energy in when those things spontaneously happen. Many so-called devotees go to the temple to find a wife. I also see they advertise on Facebook. One blocked me because of my remarks about real love. Yeah, they want to hide from real love, right, Lalita? They don't want to know what real love is. No. We don't want to hear about that. We always want our fantasy. We're going to get a devotee wife, and we're going to live forever. Freddie says, I never heard you shout. Maybe I'm deaf. I'm going to just maybe a little bit more, and then we'll call it 240. Oh, it's getting a little bit, it's getting up there. Okay. It is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita that anyone who always absorbed in the thought of Krishna is the topmost of all yogis. Yeah, that's it, man. And the Lord wants to give us the attachment to be absorbed naturally. You get the result. The result of that absorption is the awakening of love. And with the awakening of love is the understanding of Krishna. See, you stand under Krishna now. Understanding. Stand under the real Krishna. See, Govardhan, the real pastimes, the real qualities, the real truth about Krishna as he is. See, you're standing under that becomes your shelter, that your umbrella. And Maya can pelt down on all this and you don't feel it. Like Shama Sundari, right? She says, well, when I think of Krishna, then it all goes away. Yeah, because that's how it works. If you think of Maya and try to protect yourself by taking shelter of the illusory potency of Maya, fear awakens. I mean, I know how that is. It's as soon as you try to figure things out on your own with your own mind and all that, instead of just taking shelter of Krishna in love, which awakens by doing that, and you feel empowered and think, oh, where'd the fear goes? If there's no fear, your vibration changes. If your vibration changes to a deeper, higher, most high level, what's going to happen? The universe is going to respond by having beautiful things happen in your life. Empowerment. God's going to bring thy will be done on earth now. See? And that is fantastic when that happens. See? That means Krishna appears on the planet. The conclusive truth appears on the planet. Real feeling of God appears on the planet. These loving mellows, the real example of how to get into that relationship appears. Otherwise, it's not clear. People stay blind, looking at blind objects, material things, material conceptions and speculations. Who's going to help them? Only when thy will be done on earth, as it is in Vrindavan, in Mayapur, and in Jesus' time. It's the only way. Thy will, what is that will? See, the will is, I want intimacy, the Lord says. I want intimacy. I want friends to play with. Not Maya playing with these people, making them miserable. That's what you're playing with Maya. You're playing with fire. An illusion. Come here and play with transcendental Krishna. We'll teach you all about that. Who can teach you about these gurus? Aren't doing it. Narayan Raj didn't even do it. They were all talking about it, but not doing it. Doing it means chant the holy name in ecstasy and wake that up in other people. That's Raganuga Bhakti, not Raganuga bullshit. Sorry, they gotta just spell it out. You want Raganuga bullshit? Just blue, 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 but many lifetimes you'll get it. Or you want Raganuga Bhakti and you got the Bhakti. You feel it, you exude it, the tears are seeing Krishna because tears are coming out of your eyes. All the holes of the flute are being filled with tears and snot and mucus, and then the ears are, you got earrings decorated because they're decorated with the glories of the Lord, which you like, and your heart is vibrating. And the only hole that in the buttocks is just to sit down on a seat. The only use for that thing now. Just a stand for Krishna's ecstatic expression, right? And that's the only quality that you guys in Vaidhi land, in ISKCON, and all of your groups out there, I'm just going to be really frank. The only good thing, the only good quality you have is if you get your buttocks to sit down here and listen up. Listen to these crazy, amazing classes, these crazy, amazing truths, and see what real ecstasy is, what real prema is for the first time. All these acharya, the recent ones, have been hiding that, and we're got the order to reveal that. How do you know it's true? How do you know it's well, look at the witnesses. They're all standing up saying, yeah, man, this is good stuff, man. We really like this. Prabhupada, so your name is Uttama Dasi. Uttama means beyond this material world. Krishna is Uttam. Uttam Purushottam. Yeah, beyond this material world. Can you experience? Prabhupada was talking, right? He's giving you a little introduction. And you think, yes, Krishna is Uttam, Krishna is Uttam. Yeah, can you feel that? Can you feel what Uttam is? Uttam beyond the material world? Hey, have you penetrated the coverings of the universe? Oh, no. Okay, would you like to? That's our work here, man, is to help people penetrate the material coverings. With our help, I don't know how you're going to do it, man. These gurus don't seem to be qualified to enable you, empower you to do it. But that empowerment is here. What's that saying, man? You guys are tasting what this real nectar, You're penetrated. You know what uttam is. Uttam means beyond the material universe. See, because you're in the real line, where the real portal is to that spiritual universe, it's the devotee. They're the portal. You got to go through the portal to get into the spiritual universe, right? Isn't that how even in this universe, you want to go to like some other part of the universe, you got to go through the portal. Otherwise, how long it's going to take you to travel to the other end? You got to find a portal. Even in the material world, it works like that. So you think you're going to go to the spiritual universe unless you find a portal. See, the devotee is the portal, the portal. Just like, if you study up on these lizard guys, they open portals to other ends they got this power. See? Well, only a devotee opens up a portal to the spiritual kingdom of God, where that spiritual atmosphere and bliss, only they open it. They are empowered to open it. That's why they never say, we never work alone. There's no way I could preach to wake your bhakti up unless this was empowered preaching. Unless Krishna was actually playing this flute here. How else could it happen? That's why he doesn't know. If you're not qualified, or you're not preaching like this. Prabhupada was qualified, but he wasn't preaching this. He was, saying the words, gave people introduction, get them intellectually interested, make some Brahmins, get them to follow the rules and see culture, where they call it cultural bhakti, cultural Krishna. Put on a nice dhoti, look like you're a devotee from 500 years ago. See, identify externally as a devotee. See, what do we teach? Oh, identify internally as a devotee. Therefore, you don't see me wearing a dhoti. Don't have to go through the work or the expense of having to just keep a lot of t-shirts on hand. Yeah. All we need is keep truth available. Keep ecstasy available. That's all. If the Lord provides that, we have no problem preaching. No problem. I mean, getting 18 to 23 people coming. Right? People come. Yeah, we got the truth. We got the ecstasy. There got to be some intelligent people out there that the Lord says, oh, here, let me give you the intelligence. You're looking for me. Go over there to Lord Caitanya's amazing grace place. You'll see those words are actually true. It's not, oh, I go to the Pope, His Holiness. And it's something the opposite. His hellishness. You don't know how many in religion, many people are going to his hellishness. Either you're his holiness or his hellishness. There's some hellishness in you, man. If you go to a person that's called his holiness, his grace, wouldn't it be nice to get that real grace, that real holiness experience, meeting such a person? Yes or no? The whole world is filled with hypocrisy of these terms, making things that are holy not holy, just by name, by word. Oh, just believe it. Yeah, follow the science in ISKCON, the ISKCON science. This is his holiness. We have declared it. See, we just declare holiness, which is called illusion. See, when a devotee is here, God declares holiness is here. God declares mercy, isn't it? Do you see? The witnesses, the Lord declares it through the witnesses. The Lord declares it through the devotee being a devotee Bhagavat, like the scriptures. The Lord declares where he's really working in his transcendental potency. And man, is he working here big time. Sorry, I have to spell it out, but you know, when people have wax in their ears, we've got to do something. Spell it out, shout it out, however, you know. The truth will set you free. You may not like it. Hey, if you hate what I say, everybody, you ISKCON devotees, Gaudiya Smriti, you should all watch this and just project all the hatred that comes out of you, if it's there, because you're going to be relieved. Because it's in there, man. Because I'm just speaking the real essential truth, man. And if you hate this preaching, your contamination's going to be going, man. See? By every lash you lay upon a devotee preaching truth like this, you are healed. See, that's what Nicodemus. See, Jesus spoke truth like this, like we do. That's why he's still worshipped. That's why he was hated and loved. And you don't have a devotee like that. A real devotee, you ain't going to be delivered. Because when they preach, you're going to either love them or hate them. You'll love them because the Lord gives you the intelligence and you feel the good news. Oh, raise. And if you are attached to name and fame and being a big shot in this world or a big renunciate or a big sannyasi, something big, you will hate this preaching. It'll scourge you. You'll feel the hate, and that's very good. You can lash out. Think, oh, glorious. Thank you for proving that we are bona fide. Yeah. Want to say something? You say something, Lilita. Get some vibration. Speak the word.
Yeah, you said, when you're hated and loved, you're like Jesus. It's true. You feel that. When you smash the false egos, when you smash the demons, you automatically have this reaction, and you feel the aversion of people towards you. I'm so used to that. Yeah. And it doesn't matter at all, because there is so much pleasure in talking truth. There is so much pleasure in diving inside of that truth and pleasing the Lord by doing that actually the rest doesn't matter. Those false egos, that's them. It's to them. Means darkness cannot stand the light. Darkness is adverse towards the light. And
Yeah, like Jesus, it was said in the book of John in the first chapter. He came to his own and they didn't receive him. They didn't receive his word. See, because they believed more in the light. They believed in the darkness as the light. See, they believed more in darkness than the light. So, but light has to come and draw out the darkness in certain people. They have no. That's mercy. That's how you're healed. Look at Jagai and Madai. They committed atrocities against Nityananda, and Nityananda saw like this. He said, now these people belong to me because, they got purified and they got, that's how it works, man, Yeah. These truths have not been clearly delineated so practically until now, actually. We're taking all the experiences of Jesus, his preaching, the truths of the Bible, and the Vedas and the experiences of devotees, and that compilation is this preaching here. That's why it's so effective. Look at the changes in people it's causing. The light is what the darkness most fears. Yeah. Because it cannot exist in the light. Yeah, and see, people don't know that. See, they're the lie they believe in. See, they have faith in cannot exist in the light, and so that's why they lash out against it. Oh, it's just part of the work. Yeah, incidental stuff. So I think let's end. I need to save my voice and move on with some things. Thank you for coming, everybody. You want to give a word before we leave there, Lalita and Tom? Go ahead,
Tom.
give a word.
Yes, I was listening to the to Amy about light and darkness. So the solution is to identify with the light and not identify with the dark. Just come to your true self. I felt the solution.
Yeah, and that's the solution. And some people have to be forced in that way. This is where that saying that Lord Caitanya said, whether people asked for it or not, he purified them. So whether they asked or not, because people, when you're blind and deaf, you need help. Even though, see, the darkness is such, it blinds you and makes you deaf. You don't really hear spiritual sound. So what happens is you're blind and deaf. You have to have your eyes opened. It has to be by force. Otherwise, you would never get out of this. The devotee has to just knows what they're doing because the Lord shows them. And they preach and they get people who condemn them and all that, but that's their only hope because it's natural for them. And the Lord's merciful to everybody. Otherwise, he wouldn't be an incarnation of mercy if he just the main thing is to meet the devotee that causes that. Whether they cause you to appreciate what they're doing or hate what they're doing. It's absolute. Absolute result, purification.
So when the teacher allows it to continue, that's not that he has to. Sometimes some force is needed, and not letting it
Allows
continue.
what to continue?
The darkness, the ignorance, the tamaguna, the identification
they
with
can't
it.
help it. Yeah, it's not like they want to allow they believe in the darkness. The teacher believes in what is dark still, and so therefore naturally they're students who believe in them.
Yes, but you said that the teacher has this responsibility to sometimes some force is needed.
It's not like a
Lord
responsibility.
Caitanya.
Yeah, I mean, they just do it. I mean, it's just if they're preachers, they're going to do it. They're going to represent Lord Caitanya, who polarized. Jesus polarized.
Oh yeah, you said before. I'm not coming here to. I'm coming here to make the difference, not to. What was it? What were the words?
Well, I'll tell you again. I'm here to relish the truth. I'm here first and foremost to relish speaking truth, and hearing the truth, and and what comes of that will be naturally purification, because we're in this world of Maya where the lie is being spoken, and if somebody speaks the truth, oh, wow. Now you got purification, because this is meant for purification or degradation. People degrade themselves, become attached. These holes, they take in information. And if the information is full of inconclusiveness, speculation, lies, deceit, what's going to happen? Heart gets contaminated. They become blocked from the truth. See, the opposite is also true. The devotees speak the truth, conclusive truth, okay? And it purifies instead of bringing people down. It lifts them up. Okay, Lalita, give us a word.
Yeah, there is so much proud in the darkness and so much darkness in the pride. it is really true. If you really want to have the Lord, you've got to go through the purification, and you've got to make sure that Lord Caitanya has the opportunity and the chance to take out the weeds of your hearts, because I hear so much pride, and I know, and when you hear the explanations, they don't know anything at all, and it's dark to listen to non-purified devotees. It's
Yeah,
dark.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And
Happiness.
yeah, they have to be. They see this path is. They have to be some room for your word, and not just their word. Their words and the emanating pride and everything. It's not very pleasing to the heart of the devotee. Yeah, I don't. I don't like to hear speculations.
Oh no, sometimes I also listen to those live videos of people who are not from this Sangha, but oh my
Ah,
goodness, this is so dark and so sad, so dark, so unattractive, man. How can people, and they hardly have people to listen who listen,
yeah,
sometimes one in such a class. Nobody is really attractive. It's not sucking your attention at
yeah,
all.
yeah. That's religion.
Oh, oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have been taken out of that
yeah,
darkness, because we have the real spirit of a master, from who prema emanates, from who the spirit emanates, and that's why you take us out of this darkness, because of the presence of the spirit.
yeah. Yeah, I mean that's this that gives confirmation and proof that where the Lord is working, it has to have these attributes, these symptoms. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so we're fortunate to have that.
Oh,
To
yeah.
be doing this work. We have our little place. This is beautiful to have a place to be aware of what your place is. A lot of people are not really aware. They're not fully conscious of their place because they're more or less in Maya. Here you get out of Maya, become more and more conscious of your place is to distribute the transcendental potency in this world and liberate it. Without the transcendental potency, nobody's liberated. Speculation reigns, lies, cheat, deceptions, something else. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta stop talking. Hare Krishna,
Yeah.
everybody.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Thank you.
Have a nice rest, everybody.